Hey, good morning. How'd you sleep? Pretty good? Good. That's important. Well, hey, you got in pretty late last night, and thought I'd let you sleep in. I went ahead and checked your schedule with some of your bosses and told them that you'd gotten in pretty late, and they gave me their permission. They said you could, take the day off if you want to. So, and they'd even pay you for it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, part of my services here at this bed and breakfast. Anyway, if you don't remember me, my name is Bailey. We met last night. Friends call me Cap, so whatever you want to call me is fine. But hey, can I get you anything to eat this morning? It's a nice rainy day out. Hopefully, didn't keep you up. But you slept in. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, let me tell you. We've got eggs, bacon. We got some Triscuit biscuits. Standard breakfast food. Banana, fruit, yogurt, coffee. Oh, well. Perhaps I should have started off with that. I've got a pretty incredible coffee. I've got a buddy, and actually about a week ago I was in Colombia visiting his family, and they actually have a coffee farm on the side of a mountain there in Colombia. Incredible. So I actually brought home a hand-picked small harvest, if you will, of real Colombian coffee beans. And actually, the process that I go about making coffee for our guests is a little bit unique. We don't, use a regular coffee maker. I use a thing called a kinks, which is a slow pour-over process. You can go further as to not even use a grinder or an electric grinder. I like to use a hand grinder. It's a wooden hand grinder for the beans. Kind of, in my opinion, gives it a little more body, the flavor from the oils of the wood. Kind of, you can kind of taste it, and it's not a chemically treated wood. It's a hand carved grinder, as well as the Chemex itself is even hand blown. So we're talking premier 1 week old, straight from Colombia, coffee grind, poured over, and let me tell you, it's gonna be a game changer for you. I'm really excited for you to try it. And I can give you a banana you asked for. It's a little kickstarter to your day. So you can go take a shower or hang out here and watch the process. You want to watch? Okay, cool, yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started on it and, stay tuned. Okie dokie. So, got the water currently boiling. Here's the coffee grinder I was telling you about. It's, I believe it's pronounced Akuraki. But yeah, handmade grinder. And what you do is you put the whole beans here in the top, you close it up, then you grind them down, and they'll feed into this little bottom container. And I went ahead and did that while you were upstairs because I didn't want to, have a coffee grinder going off in your ear first thing in the morning. That could be kind of disruptive to one's energy. So, yeah, I went ahead and did that. But here are the grinds, and let me tell you, oh, it smells so good. smells so good. I'll tell you more about this coffee when we get it cranking. This is the Chemex hand blown, and then this is the paper that we will be using to filter the coffee through. So, our coffee's our water's 120 degrees right now. It needs to reach 210. Optimal extraction temperature. But yeah, so anyway, I tell you about this trip to Colombia. It was amazing, man. The weather, the people, the food. Oh my gosh, we had a fire roasted pork that was buried in the sand under embers and left to smoke or roast for 24 hours, I believe. And man, never had such a delicacy in my entire life. I mean, the meat just fell apart. But yeah, so your bosses said you could take the day, pay you, and so if there's anything you want to do that sounds fun or anything you've been wanting to do, let me know and I'll arrange it. It's part of the service that I provide here at Cap's Bed and Breakfast. So hopefully your bed was comfortable last night. It is a California king, so I'm sure that you had ample room to sprawl out and roll around and kick the sheets all night. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and turn up the temperature. Got a little bit of an overboil. While this heats up, I'm going to go ahead and clean off our filter, because I don't want any of the flavor of this paper to bleed into the coffee. We want to taste the bean as it was grown and as it was picked without any disruption. Adding this boiling water will wash away those impurities as well as heat the bottom of our Chemex, which is important for freshly dripped coffee, because if the Chemex isn't if the Chemex isn't heated, it'll rapid cool and seems to eliminate some of the fresh notes from the coffee when it is rapidly cooled like that. So this is going to give us the best overall flavor. And let me tell you right now, you're in for a treat, because very rarely in life does one get to taste actual fresh beans, freshly grounded and handmade in this style. So I'm excited for you. I'm going to go ahead and pour this out. And it seems like it did a good job. And our water is almost to the point where it needs to be. I'm going to go ahead and put our grounds in to the filter. The aroma that it lets off. Oh, it's amazing. Truly amazing. Yes. And perfect. We are at 205 degrees and rising. Let this breathe for a second. Okay. Let's turn off the fire. And what we're going to do here is pour this in a circular motion, work our way into the middle. We want to make sure all of our grounds are evenly coated with water. so we don't get dry spots. And I like to give it a stir just to be double sure that we don't have any dry spots. And already we're getting a thick, frothy film on top of these grinds. Oh yeah. It's coming along beautifully. I can't believe you never had coffee like this before. I mean, it's amazing. Next time you go to your favorite coffee shop, you should ask them if they do pour over. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference in the flavor. It's outstanding. Okay, so letting this steep just a little longer. We want to make sure we're pulling all the flavor from these grounds and not oversaturating with water. It sits in this hot, boiling temperature and fuses with the water and really creates an aroma that truly fills the house. I mean, we've had guests come down that have literally been woken up by the smell and just eager to try it. So I'm going to pour some more water on now. And like I said, this process, it's a little longer than just a coffee maker, your electric coffee maker, but truly is worth it. Okay, and this is the Chemex. I don't even think I talked about the Chemex. This glass is hand blown and fitted with a wooden sheath so that you can grab onto it without burning a hole in your hand. And it's even got a little leather strap. Fashionable, undoubtedly, but functional as well to keep the wooden sheath on from falling off. It's a work of art, to be honest with you. It really is. Now I like my coffee black. I like to really taste the coffee in its natural state. I understand, and I'm though I am a coffee connoisseur, I'm not a coffee snob. So sometimes I do take almond milk in my coffee. We have almond milk, we have whole milk, sugar, different flavors. If any of that sounds good to you, I'm more than happy to prepare yours as so. So you just let me know, think about it, no rush. We got a couple more minutes here. Man, look at that color. It's beautiful. I'm going to do one more half pour. And that should about cover it. Let that seep. And go ahead and put our water in the sink. Oh, you want to try it black? Huh, okay. Well, love for you to try it like that. It makes me happy. Less work for me. Cool. Well, do me a favor. You've seen about the process of it. It's about done, and go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Living room's right over there. I've got blankets, pillows, and I'll prepare the coffee, bring it to you in a fresh mug, and yeah, we can enjoy it together. Be thinking about what you want to do today. I know you're not really familiar with the area, so I'll be your tour guide today. Maybe we can figure something fun out to do and check something off the old bucket list, if you will. Okay, cool. Well, I'll see you in a minute. I'm glad you got to kind of watch the process. Here's what our coffee's looking like. Absolutely delicious, right? And there's our grounds. Just smell it. Oh, it's amazing. You can just smell it. Oop, spilled it a little bit. Amazing. Okay. Coffee coming right up. Okay. Now that I've gotten you your coffee, let's have a little cheers before we try this. To a wonderful day filled with new adventure and memories to last a lifetime. Cheers. Yeah. Yeah. It really is that good, isn't it? Incredible. What do you taste? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The initial notes are slightly acidic, fruity, if you will. Immediately followed by a rush of dark, decadent chocolate with a hint of caramel and oat. And it's fully revealed via that pour over. I mean, it's just, I can't get over it. This is about the fourth glass I've had in a row, 4 days in a row since I returned from Colombia. And every day I can find something else about it that it's just incredible. Hey, have you thought about what you might want to do today? Yeah. We can do that. It's good, isn't it? I know. I see you smiling ear to ear over there. That's awesome. It makes me happy. I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. And as you should. You're a hardworking person, and like I said, your bosses said you could take the day and paid time off. You can't beat that. It's incredible. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, well, just finish up your glass of coffee, and if you want to, head upstairs, take a shower, and I'll be down here waiting on you and get the day started. Oh, Colombia was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah, you'll have to go sometime. Maybe next week. You're here for a while, so wouldn't you stay like a month or something like that, if I recall right? Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. Well, let me look into some plane tickets, and I'll let you know. I flew into Medellin, and there's a couple contingencies, if you will, that requirements of flying into Colombia, but like anything else, process. Anyways, have a great shower, and I'll see you here in a minute.